Namaste. Okay, reading Caitanya Charitamrta, Adilila, chapter 17. Okay, here we go. Shloka 1. I bow down to the Chaitanya, by whose grace even the Yavanas become well-minded and utterers of the Krishna name, whose wondrous desires are spontaneous. Glory, glory to Sri Chaitanya, glory to Nityananda, glory to Advaita Chanandra, and glory to the hosts of Gauda Bhaktas. I have enumerated the sutras of the Leela of his adolescence. Now let me gradually develop the sutras of the Leela of his youth. Shloka 2. In the time of his youth, Gaurachanandra played by the giving of the name and Brahma, by Kirtana, dancing, enjoyment, fine dress, beauty, and learning. His body was the decoration of the body entering into youth, with beautiful dress, clothing, garlands, and sandalwood. In the arrogance of his learning, he counted no one. He taught, defeating all the Pananduitas. Feigning madness, he manifested Brahma, and with his bhaktas, he did many different things. Then Prabhu made a trip to Gaya and met with Ishvara Puri. After his Dikushwar, he manifested Brahma, and again returning to his country, the activities of Brahma. He gave the gift of Brahma to Shachi, then met Advaita, and Advaita gained the vision of his cosmic form. Then Srivasa performed the Abhishoka of Prabhu, and seated on the cot Prabhu manifested his divinity. Then Nityananda Sivarupa came, and meeting Prabhu, he gained the sight of his six-armed form. First, Ishvara showed to him his six-armed, holding the six: conch, disc, club, lotus, bowl, and flute. Then his four-armed form, his body bent in three places. With two hands he played the flute. With two he held the conch and disc. Then with only two arms, his flute to his mouth, his body dark, clothed in yellow, Varajanandaranandana. Then Nityananda Goswami worshipped Vyasa. Nityananda, absorbed, held a pestle. Then Shachi saw Rama and Krishna, the two brothers. Then Prabhu saved Jagai and Madhai. Then for 7 Praharas, Prabhu was absorbed in Bhava, and everywhere the devotees saw his attributes. At the house of Murari, he was under the control of the Varaha, the boar, and mounting up on his shoulders, Prabhu danced in the courtyard. Then he ate the rice of Shuklamambara, and he explained the meaning of the shloka Harinama. Shloka 3. Brihanaradiya Purana 38, 126. Alright, I'm gonna skip trying to find it because it's gonna take too much time. Next time. There's only the name of Hari, the name of Hari, the name of Hari. There is no other way, no other way, no other way in the Kali age. In the Kali age, The avatar of Krishna is in the form of the name. From the name, there is the salvation of the whole world. To establish it firmly, Hare Nama is repeated 3 times. To cause dull people to understand, the Eva syllable is given. The word only is again an instrument of emphasis. In it is the prevention of jnana, yoga, tapas, karma, and the rest. Who honors others, he is not saved. I hate it when they add words. Who honors others, he is not saved. Nahi, 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 with 3 eva syllables. Being humble as grass, he will take the name of Hari incessantly. He will be modest and honor others. The Vaishnava will be patient as a tree. Though he be beaten and cursed, he will say nothing, as a tree says nothing even when it is cut. A tree does not beg for water, even when it dries and shrivels up in the sun. In this way, the Vaishnava shall beg nothing from anyone. He shall eat goods unsolicited for vegetables and fruit. He shall always take the name, by the benefit of which he is happy. Doing this kind of activity is the nourishment of Bhakti Taima. Shloka 4. Rupa Gosvami means Padyavali 32. He who knows himself as humbler than the grass, who is more forbearing than a tree, who feels no pride but gives honor to other men, he should practice always the Hari Kirtana. I say with arms uplifted, hear all people, having strung it on the sutra of the name, wear the shloka on the neck. According to the orders of Prabhu, do as the shloka says, and surely you will gain the feet of Shri Krishna. So Prabhu, always in the house of Shri Vasa, each night for 1 year, made Samkirtana. Closing the door, he will make Kirtana in the highest absorption. The disbelievers will come to laugh, but not gain entrance. Hearing the Kirtana from the outside, they fumed and burned with rage, and many discussed how to give sorrow to Shri Vasa. One day, a Brahmana named Gopala Japala, the chief among the disbelievers, a foul-mouthed man and talkative, brought all the paraphernalia for worship of Bhavani, and in the night he placed them smeared at the door of Shri Vasa. On a banana leaf he placed China roses, turmeric, vermilion, red sandalwood, and rice, and he put beside these a pot of wine and went home. In the morning, Shri Vasa saw these things, and he summoned all the important people, and smiling said to them all, "Each night I perform Bhavani Pujang. See my greatness, O true nature Brahmanas." Then all these general people were astounded. What evildoer has done this thing? And bringing a sweeper, they had it all cleaned up, and with water mixed with cow dung, they purified the place. 3 days afterwards, Gopala Chapala had leprosy all over his body, and streams of blood flowed. And all over his body the worms grew, and ate him incessantly. The pain was unendurable, and his heart burnt with sorrow. He remained sitting at a cot on the Ganga underneath a tree, and one day he saw Prabhu and said to him, "I am your maternal uncle, by village relationship. O nephew, I have been stricken with leprosy. Your avatara is to save all people. I am suffering greatly, save me." Hearing this, Mahaprabhu's heart grew angry, and under the control of anger he said to him menacing words, "O sinner, O calumnier of bhaktas, O sinner, O calumnier of bhaktas, I shall not save you, For a quarrel of birds, I shall cause you to be eaten by worms in this way. You have Pavani Pujang performed for Shri Bangasa. A crore of birds are yours in Raurava hell. This avatara of mine is to destroy the disbelievers, and destroying them I shall propagate Bhagati. So saying, Prabhu went to take his bath in the Gangangang. The sinner suffered horribly, but did not die. When Prabhu had taken samnyasa and went to Nilanchalam, he came to Kuliyagrama. Then that sinner took refuge of Prabhu. Being gracious, he gave him beneficial instructions. You have committed an offense against Shri Vasa Panunduitang. Go to him. If he is gracious to you, then you will be released from this sin, if you do not do such things again. Then the Brahmana came and took refuge with Shri Vangsam, and by his mercy was released from his sin. Sorry. Another Brahmana came to watch the Kirtana. The door was closed, and he was unable to go inside. So being sorrowful, the Brahmana turned and went home. One day he met Prabhu by the Gangaga and said, I have gained much misery of heart. I shall curse you. And with a foul-mouthed curse, he tore his sacred thread. May your worldly happiness be destroyed. Hearing this curse, the mind of Prabhu was greatly delighted. He who, faithful, hears the story of the curse of Prabhu is safe from the curse of a Brahmana. He gave his grace as punishment to Mukunanda Tatatam and dispelled all his depression of mind. Prabhu had Bhagati toward Acharya Goswami as his guru, at which the Acharya was greatly disturbed. In deception, he began to expound the Jnana Marga. Under the control of anger, Prabhu berated him. Then Acharya Goswami was overjoyed, and being ashamed, Prabhu granted him his grace. Hearing from the mouth of Murari Gupta the multitude of the qualities of Rama, he wrote on his forehead the name Ramadasa. He drank water from the iron vessel of Shri Tara. To all his Bhagatas, he gave whatever they desired. He gave his grace to Haridasa Thakura. He gave his grace to Haridasa Thakura. Or ta. Oh God. Thakura. Okay. 67. Sorry. They should just put the original sounds. Sorry. 67. Let me just check. Oh wow, it's longer than I thought. Okay, it's 300. So I might do like 2 sections, 300 shlokas. So I might do just 150 today, or 200. Okay. To the Bhagatas, he gave his grace to Haridasa Thakura, and he broke the offense of his mother to the Acharya. To the Bhagatas, Prabhu spoke of the greatness of the name. Hearing it, a student accused him of overstatement. Hearing the name called eulogy, Prabhu became very sad, and he prohibited everyone. Do not look upon the face of that one. For all the fellow pupils who want to bathe in the Gangangang, he expounded the greatness of Bhagati. Jnana, Kaima, Yoga, Taima. These do not control Krishna. The source of the control of Krishna is one, the Rasa Brahma Bhagati. Shloka 5, Bhagavata Purana, 11, 14, 12. I might have this. Let me see. If I could quickly pull it up, then I'll do it. 11. Yes, okay. 11, 14. Yeah, 20. Found it. Okay, see if I could done it before. Pull this up right now. Yeah, okay, cool. Here we go. Na 사타야티 망 요고 나 상응키암 달마 우드타밤 나 스바티야 야스타 바스티아고 야탕 파그티 마물지땅 파그티 마물지땅 나 스바티야 야스타스타 나 스바티야 야스타 바스티아 나 스바티야 야스타 바스티아 나 스바티야 야스타 바스티아고 야탕 파그티 마물지땅 파그티 마물지땅. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Where is it now? Okay. O Uditaba, only that very powerful Bhagati toward me is able to compel me. I am not yoga, Samankhya, Dharma, Vedic study, tapas, and renunciation. He said to Murari, you have won over Kurushana. And hearing this, Murari began to recite a shloka. Shloka 6, Bhagavata Purana, 1081-16. Can I pull that up? If I could pull it within the next 30 seconds, yes. Ooh. Okay. What is it? 81. If there's an error in the numbering system, because there was at least a few times before when I did this, not my fault. I'm not gonna go out of my way to find the correct text. I'm just gonna read. Okay, where is it? 81:16. I got it. Okay, here. Namaste. Kavaham Taridraha Pampiyana Kava Kurushanaha Shirindikatanaha Brahma Bananturiti Samaham Bahupyam Pariramam Pitaha Samaham Brahma Bananturiti Samaham Bahupyam Pariramam Pitaha. Okay. Where I am poor and evil, where is Kurushana Shri Niketana, knowing me for a bad Brahmana, bad Brahmana, I am still embraced by the arms. Okay. Monday Prabhu and all his Bhagatas, having performed Samkirtana, were wearied and sat down. Prabhu planted a mango seed in the courtyard, and immediately a tree was born and began to grow. While they were watching the tree bore fruit, many fruits ripened, and all were astonished. Prabhu quickly gathered 200 fruits. Washing them, he offered them to Kurushana. Their color was red and yellow, and they had neither pit nor skin. And if he ate one fruit, the stomach of a man was filled. Seeing this, the son of Shachi was greatly pleased, and he fed them all before he ate. There was neither pit nor skin, and they were full of juice like nectar. If he ate one fruit, one's belly was filled with the juice. In this way, there was fruit every day throughout the full year. The Vaishnavas ate the fruit to the delight of Prabhu. The son of Shachi performed all these leelas. Except for the Bhagatas, other people knew nothing of it. In this way, for 12 months, at the end of the Kirtana, Prabhu made each day a great feast of mangoes. While Prabhu was having Kirtana, the rain clouds came, but according to his own desire, he prevented them. One day, Prabhu gave his instructions to Sri Vangsa. Read the Brihat Sahasranama. I want to hear it. While reading, he came to the praises of the name Narasimha. Hearing it, Prabhu, the Gauradhama, was possessed. Under the possession of Narasimha, he took a club into his hand and ran to the city to beat the disbelievers. Seeing him possessed by Narasimha, full of great radiance, the people left the road and fled in great fear. Seeing the fear of the people, Prabhu regained consciousness, and going to the house of Sri Vangsa, he threw away his club. In great dejection, Prabhu said to Sri Vangsa, "People are afraid. I have offended them." Sri Vangsa said, "He who takes your name has a core of his offenses destroyed. There was no offense, but you have saved the people. He who saw you has escaped samsara." Saying such things, Sri Vangsa served him, and being soothed, Prabhu came to his own house. On another day, a Shiva Bhagata sang the qualities of Shiva. He danced in the courtyard of Prabhu and played the Dumaru drum. The son of Shachi was possessed by Mahesham, and climbing on his shoulder, he danced a long time. Another day, a beggar came to beg. Seeing the dancing of Prabhu, he also began to dance. With Prabhu, he danced in highest joy. Prabhu gave Brahma to him, and he floated in the Brahma Rasa. Another day, an astrologer, learned in all things, came, paying respect to him. Prabhu asked, "Who was I in my previous birth? Calculate and tell." Hearing the words of Prabhu, the all-knowing one began to calculate. Having calculated, the all-knowing one saw in his meditation a being full of great radiance, the infinite Brahma worlds of Vaikuntha, the refuge of all these. The Paramatattvā, the Parabrahma, the Parama Ishvara. Seeing this form of Prabhu, the all-knowing one was perplexed. He could say nothing. He remained silent. Prabhu again asked him, and he began to speak. "In your previous birth, you were the refuge of the world, the full Bhagavan, full of all the divine qualities. As you were formerly, so you are now. Your eternal bliss, difficult to know. That is your true form." Prabhu smiled and said, "You know nothing. Formerly I was by caste a Govang line. I was born in the house of a Gopa, a tender of cows. Because of that merit, I have now become a Brahmana boy." The all-knower said, "I saw that in my meditation, but in it seeing your divinity, I was astonished. In that rupa and in this one, I see one form, but sometimes I see a difference. This is by your Mayan. Whoever you are, you are. I make obeisance to you." Prabhu rewarded him with Brahma. One day, Prabhu was sitting in the Vishnu Manundvapam. He called out, "Bring wine, bring wine." Nityananda Goswami knew the possession of Prabhu, so he brought a vessel of Ganga water and placed it before him. Having drunk the water, he danced, absorbed. Also the Leela of the plowing of the Yamuna. His gait, as if he were drunk on wine, imitated Baladevan. Acharya Shekhara saw him in the form of Rama. Paramali Acharya, so the golden plow, all together danced, inspired and absorbed. In this way, the dancing lasted for 4 praharas, and in the evening, after bathing in the Ganga, all went home. When Prabhu gave the order to the people of the city, they began to make kirtana from house to house. I bow to Hari, I bow to the Yadava Krishna, to Gopala, Govinda, Rama, and Shri Madhusudana. Sankirtana with cymbals and murudanga drums rang out, and nothing could be heard except for the sound Hari, Hari. And hearing it, all the Yavanas became enraged, and coming to the Kazi, they registered a complaint. In the evening, in anger, the Kazi came to our house and broke the murudanga drum and began to say to the people, "For so long a time no one has acted like a Hindu. By whose power do you now act with such enthusiasm? Let no one make kirtana anywhere in the whole city. Today I shall pardon it, and am going home. But if such kirtana comes to my attention again, I shall punish everyone and destroy his caste." So saying, the Kazi went, and the people of the city, in great sorrow, brought their concerns to Prabhu. Prabhu gave this instruction: "Go and make kirtana. Today I shall destroy all Yavanas." And going home, all the people made kirtana. But because of fear of the Kazi, it was not spontaneous. And their hearts were uneasy. Prabhu knew in his heart the fear within them all. And quickly summoning the people, he began to say, "Throughout the city today we shall make kirtana. In the evening, decorate the whole city. In the evening, light lamps in all the houses. See which Kazi can prohibit me." So saying, Gauraraya came in the evening and made kirtana in 3 groups. In the first party, Haridasa was dancing, and in the middle one danced Acharya Goswami in highest joy. And in that last group, Gaurajanandara danced, and with him danced Prabhu Nityananda. Buddhanandavanadasa, in his Caitanya Mangala, has described all this extensively by the power of the grace of Prabhu. In this way, they wandered through the city making kirtana, and in their wandering, they came to the Kazi's door. The people made a great uproar and commotion. By the power of Caitanya, the people were mad with love. At the sound of the kirtana, the Kazi hid himself in the house, and hearing the tumult, he did not come outside. Rude people laid waste the house and the flower garden of the Kazi. But Vrindavanadasa has explained all this in detail. Mahaprabhu sat at his door. Sending a well-behaved person, he summoned the Kazi. From a distance, the Kazi came with bent head. Sitting the Kazi down, Prabhu paid him respect. Prabhu said, "I have come as your guest. Seeing me, you hide. What kind of performance is this?" The Kazi said, "You have come in anger. I have remained hidden to pacify you. Now you have been pacified, and I have come to meet you. By village relationship, Chakravarti is my cha-chan. Village relationship is stronger than blood ties. Nilamambara Chakravarti is your mother's father, and by that relationship you're my nephew. A maternal uncle always endures the anger of his nephew, and a nephew does not take offense at his maternal uncle." In this way, they spoke together with innuendos, and no one could understand the inner meaning. Prabhu said, "I have come to your place regarding a question." The Kazi replied, "Tell me what is on your mind." Prabhu said, "You drink cow's milk. The cow is your mother. The bull makes food to grow, and that he's your father. You kill and eat your mother and father. What taima is this? By what power do you do this kind of evil thing?" The Kazi said, "As you have Vedas and Puranas, So we have a Shastra, the book called the Quran. In that Shastra, it is said that there is a division between Prabhuti and Nivrutti Margas. In the Nivrutti Marga, the killing of any living thing is forbidden. In the Prabhuti Marga, the killing of cows is allowed. If they are slaughtered according to the instructions of the Shastra, there is no fear of sin. In your Vedas, there are discussions of the slaughter of cows, and accordingly very great munis kill them. Bapu said, the Vedas prohibit the slaughter of cows, thus the Hindus do not do so. If one is able to revive it, then one may kill a living thing. In the Vedas and Puranas, there are such instructions. Thus the munis killed old cows, but with the Veda mantra, they brought them back to life. And the old cows were again made youthful. And this, there was no injury, but a great favor. In the Kali age, no Brahmanas have such power, and thus now no one slaughters cattle. I'm not gonna look that up. I wish I could. I wish there was Sanskrit words. Okay. Shloka 7. Brahma Vaivalta Purana Kurushana Janama Kananda 185, 180. Horse sacrifice, cow sacrifice, samnyasa, offering of shraddha to the ancestors with meat, and the begetting of sons by the husband's younger brother. These 5 things one must shun in the Kali age. You are not able to revive, you can only kill. You cannot be saved from hell. For as many thousands of years as there are hairs on the body of a cow, do killers of cows rot without respite in Raurava hell. The makers of your Shastras were mistaken. Not knowing the true meaning of the Shastras, they gave such instructions. Hearing this, the Qazi was struck dumb and could not say a word. Having considered the matter, he acknowledged defeat and said, what you say, O Pananduitang, is true. Our Shastras are modern and do not bear examination. Our Shastras are imagined. I know all that, but I honor them in conformity with my jati. Easily in the Yavana Shastras, discussion built on unstable foundation. Smiling, Mahaprabhu again asked him, let me put another question to you. Hear me, you're my maternal uncle. Tell me the true meaning of this, and do not deceive me by tricks. In your city, there is always some kirtana, a tumult of instrumental music, songs and dances. You are the Qazi, the chief of the opposition to Hindu Dharma. That you do not hinder it now, that I cannot understand. The Qazi said, everyone calls you Gaurahari. Let me address you by that name. Listen, O Gaurahari. If you were alone, then I would tell you the answer to your question. Bapu said, these people are my intimate friends. Speak openly and have no fear. The Qazi said, when I went to the house of the Hindu and broke the Mridanga drum and forbade Kirtana, on that night a fearful lion, with the body of a man, the face of a lion, roaring most terribly, leapt upon my bed, laughing frightfully and grinding his teeth. He dug his claws into my breast and said in a deep growl, I shall tear open your chest in payment for my Mridanga. You forbade my Kirtana, I shall destroy you. And I was very much afraid and closed my eyes, trembling. Seeing my fear, the lion said to me more compassionately, I have overcome you in order to instruct you. I have overcome you in order to instruct you. A little tired. All right, maybe on 177. 177. So yeah, I'm gonna stop at half. Okay, so I'm gonna start finishing up right here. So 180. I'll finish that one. You know what? I want to finish that story though. How long is the story? Okay, so I'm gonna finish the story. I'll finish at 2:19. Okay, 177 to 2:19. Here you go. You do not make such. You did not make much. Okay, 176. Seeing my fear, the lion said to me more compassionately, I have overcome you in order to instruct you. You did not make much trouble on that day. I have forgiven you, and shall not take your life. Shall not take your life. If you do such things again, I shall not endure it. I shall strike down you and all your family, and I shall destroy the Yavanas. When he had said this, the lion left, and I was afraid. See the marks of his claws see the marks of his claws are on my heart. So saying, the Kazi bared his chest, and seeing and hearing this, all the people were struck dumb with wonder. The Kazi said, This I have not told to anyone. That day one of my servants came to me and said, I want to forbid the Kirtana. A spark of fire suddenly touched my face, and burnt my whole beard, and left blisters on my face. And whatever servant went, the same happened to him. Seeing this, I remained very much afraid. Forget the Kirtana, stay sitting in the house. Then in the city, there will be Kirtana whenever it is desired. When they heard this, all the Mulachachas came and petitioned. In the city, the taima of the Hindus will grow unchecked, and except for the sound of Hari, nothing else will be heard. And some Mulachachas said, The Hindus say, Krishna, Krishna, and laugh and weep and dance and sing and roll in the dust. The Hindus make a great commotion, saying Hari, Hari. If the Badshah hears of it, you will reap the fruits. Then I asked those Yavanas, the Hindus say Hari. You know that is their nature. But why do you, O Yavana, incessantly take the name of a Hindu god? The Mulachachana said, I was mocking the Hindus. Some are called Kurashana Dangasa, some are Rama Dangasa, some are Hari Dangasa, and they all say Hari Hari. I thought that they were going to steal the treasures from somebody's house. And from that time my tongue says Hari Hari. I do not want it, but it says it. What can I do? Another Mulachachana said, Here, I am like this too. From the day when I mock the Hindus, my tongue forms the Krishna Nama. I cannot prevent it. I do not know what mantras or magic the Hindus know. Hearing these things, I sent them all home. And at that same time, some disbelieving Hindus came. Having come, they said, Nimai has broken the taima of the Hindus. The Kirtana, which he is promulgating, we have never before heard. We perform the Jagarana. We perform the Jagarana of Mangalathanandui and of Vrishahari, and with it the playing of instruments and dancing and song, in accepted practice. Formerly, this Nimai Pananduitan was good, but after coming back from Gaya, he goes on in contrary ways. He sings songs in a loud voice and beats time with his hands, and the sound of murudanga, drums and cymbals, strikes our ears. I'm tired a little bit. Part of me wants to finish the whole thing. It is too long. Yeah, it's too long. Okay. Okay, 200. He sings songs in a loud voice and beats time with his hands. The sound of murudanga drums and cymbals strikes our ears. We do not know whether they drink when they sing and dance. They laugh and weep and fall down and rise up and roll around on the ground. They have made the people of the town mad with incessant Samkirtana. We cannot sleep in the night, but are kept awake. He has abandoned the name of Nimai and has people call him Gaurahari. He has destroyed the Taima of the Hindus and is instigating contrary ways. By the Kirtana of Krishna, he raises up the lowly. By this sin, Navadvipa will be desolated. In the Hindu Shastras, the name of Ishvara is a great mantra. If everyone hears it, the power of the mantra is destroyed. You are the Lord of the town. We are all your people. We are all your people. Have Nimai called and forbid him. Then I said to all in gentle words, you all go to your homes. I shall prohibit him. I shall prohibit him. Sorry, I am getting tired. Okay. 207 again. And 219 will be the end. So one page left. Then I said to all in gentle words, you all go to your homes. I shall prohibit him. That great Narayana, who is the Ishvara of the Hindus, you are he that I think. Hearing this, Mahaprabhu, smiling, gently touched the Kazi and began to speak. The name of Krishna from your mouth, this is a great, strange, and wonderful thing. Your sins have been destroyed, and you have become most pure. Hari, Krishna, Narayana, you have taken these three names. You are very blessed and very meritorious. Hearing this, tears fell from the eyes of the Kazi, and touching the feet of Prabhu, he spoke words of love and devotion. By your grace, my evil nature has disappeared. Be so merciful that I remain in bhakti toward you. Prabhu said, let me ask one gift from you. Do not forbid Samkirtana in Nadiyang. The Kazi said, as many as are born in my line, I shall administer an oath to them that they shall not obstruct the Kirtana. When he heard this, Prabhu rose up shouting, Hari! And all the Vaishnavas rose up, making the Hari sound. Prabhu went, making Kirtana, and with him came the Kazi, with joyful mind. The son of Shachi bade farewell to the Kazi, and dancing came to his own house. In this way, Prabhu gave grace to the In this way, Prabhu gave grace. I cannot say grace because of my injury. I cannot grace anybody. In this way, Prabhu gave grace to the Kazi, and he who hears of this has his offenses wiped away. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. Yeah, it's a good place to stop. So next time, I'll continue at chapter 17, verse 220. It's 9206. Okay, thank you very much. I'm done. Tired. It's 40 minutes of non-stop reading. Namaste. I think that's it. I have nothing else to do. Ooh, guess what I just realized? I was not wearing my Satan necklace. I was wondering where my power went. I was like, holy shit, I feel really... Yeah, I have to dress properly. You know, if I'm Satan, I should be wearing the star or whatever. Oh well. That sucks. There's a star right there. Okay, have a good day. God bless you. Na shaka. Na shalom.